molecule that we're talking about here is an antibody, a monoclonal antibody that's fully human. We call it Foralumab, and it binds to CD3.
Hey, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. Joining me now is Ivor Elrifi. He is the CEO of Tiziana Life Sciences. And Ivor, it's good to see you. How are you?
Great, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so excited to have our first interview with you. I know you took over the company as CEO recently. So first off, congratulations on the role. Maybe give us a little background on yourself and obviously why you wanted to take this job.
Sure. Until I joined Tiziana, I was the global chair of the patent group at Cooley, which is a large international firm. I have been working on the Tiziana technology for almost 15 years, so I'm very familiar with the biology that's at play here, and it's an exciting opportunity for me. I wanted to stop being just a lawyer and do some more business, and and help patients. So this is a great opportunity.
Yeah, and that opportunity really took a step forward this morning with some significant news out from the company. Maybe you can talk a little bit about the news today, but more importantly about, as you mentioned, you've been working on this for quite some time. So tell us a little bit about the product itself and really what today's news is.
Sure. So the molecule that we're talking about here is an antibody, a monoclonal antibody that's fully human. We call it Foralumab. And it binds to CD3. We have a number of clinical programs in place where we're using CD3 delivered intranasally through the nose to treat, for example, secondary progressive multiple sclerosis, which we call SPMS. And we have a number of patients that have been treated for a period of months, many months, and we are seeing nice effects in those patients. It's anecdotal because we don't have hundreds of patients yet, but the trend is in the right direction, we believe. We're about to start a phase 2 Alzheimer's trial. We're very excited about that. Today's news is the results of a study that we did at the Brigham, which is part of the Harvard series of institutions, where we treated mice with a combination of our antibody, Foralumab, and Ozempic, which is a drug that is used for weight loss and for diabetes. And we saw some really startling results, which is the subject of the press release. And those startling results are a major reduction in inflammation in these obese mice when you give them both Ozempic and Foralumab. And a picture's worth 1,000 words. So if you've seen the press release, you can just look at the picture there, and it tells the whole story.
Yeah, it talked about these cytokines that are this inflammatory and sort of I want to say like a storm going on within the system, and the ability for your drug and also these other drugs like Ozempic and the reaction it has on there. So how do you take information like this now and move this forward? What would you use this for?
Well, so the object here is to go into humans who are taking Ozempic and have them additionally take our drug. And the hypothesis is that we will have a better side effect profile in those patients. So many patients who are on a GLP-1 agonist, that's what Ozempic is, that's what Wegovy is, that's what Zepbound is, have some kind of side effect when they take the drug. And a number of these patients come off the drug because as you have to take more Ozempic or more Wegovy or more Zepbound in order to keep the weight off as you progress. And some of those patients can't take the higher doses. So we think that taking our drug in combination with a GLP-1 agonist is going to be very helpful in allowing patients to stay on drug longer.
Yeah. So lastly, Ivor, so that's the next stage, is to try and get into some clinical trials in humans. Is that something you're looking at next year?
Yes, it is.
Good stuff. Well, very interesting data, and I encourage people to go read the news release because it really is quite interesting. Ivor, thanks so much. Congratulations on the new job and this very interesting news out today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for
All
having
right,
me.
there. Yeah, good to see you. Ivor Elrifi, he's the CEO of Tiziana Life Sciences.